Littles. Just wanted to vlog today. I don't know, I had an interesting week. I was really busy and probably was running myself a little harder than I needed to. I ended up having a rough evening the day before yesterday, and I ended up having a panic attack. Um, I think I handled it better than I normally do. um, so yesterday I worked a double, and so I was really, really drained. Thankfully, I had counseling in the morning, which I still went to. It was crazy. On the way to counseling, I left like super early because it takes me a long time to get there because it's across town. And rambling story. P.S. Warning. Rambling story. Um, so I was like on the bus. I was like way early. I was like ready to go, and it took like 20 minutes to get into town from my apartment. And like traffic can be really bad sometimes, so I was like, oh, it's weird, whatever. Thinking it was construction or something, but it took like twice as long as it normally does. And I get down the hill and I come into like the northwest area, and it's like stop and go traffic. There's like fire truck and like all this stuff, and like as we get closer, I see like this power pole is like turned like almost sideways to the ground, and it's like hanging on the wires. I'm like, oh my god, what happened? And so it turns out there was a truck. It looks like its brakes went out or something, and it just like crashed into like five cars. It was so crazy, like in the parking lot of Zupans on 23rd and Burnside. It was insane. If you've ever been there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's like this entry to go into the parking lot. Anyway, so there's a big huge truck, knocked out a power line, hit a bunch of cars. No one like was hurt on outside of the car. The driver obviously had some injuries. He went to the hospital, but he was like, from what I understand, relatively okay considering the crash. So it's like, praise God. That could have been so much worse. Oh my God. So yeah, I would just, it made me really thankful. Put some things into perspective. I said a prayer for the driver, um, hoping that he's okay and that everything works out with him. But it was just amazing to me how this close we are to just at any given time. So, yeah, so I didn't vlog that day and I didn't vlog yesterday on the way. I just had like this much time all day and I was super drained. And so I'm sorry for not vlogging for a couple days. But I did want to like touch base with you guys and let you know what's going on. um, yeah, my heart's just really heavy. And I just feel really like low energy after a panic attack, and I just want to like hold myself and like tell myself everything's gonna be okay. Like since I've been going to my counselor regarding my PTSD, I've been getting some really good insights on how to talk to myself in those situations, and she's given me some grounding techniques. And then we tried a new technique yesterday. It's supposed to help for when you're like in the middle of the panic attack or in the middle of like an overwhelming emotional situation. For me, I don't know how it is for anybody else, but for me, when I get triggered, it tends to feel like a huge, like, tidal wave, and I can't differentiate what emotions are happening. And it feels like I'm short circuiting, and like it's really overwhelming, and I feel like crying and screaming at the same time. I'm usually like shaking. It's like, ugh, it's no fun. Some people's panic attacks feel like physical, like they get chest pains or like numbness or, shortness of breath. Sometimes when it gets really bad, it's hard to breathe, but it's more like a heaviness than like a physical thing. It's really weird. I can't describe it any other way. So in my counseling, we sat and like dissected what happened, and it's I'm really thankful to have a safe space that I can talk specifically about the situation with someone who understands what I'm going through and can kind of like talk me through it and coach me through it in a really gentle and soft way. So I can kind of like take a step back and look at the situation objectively. And so it was really, really helpful yesterday. So there's a technique I wanted to share with you guys that I found interesting. I feel like it helped. I don't know how much, but I'm like curious to try it like in the moment, because it was just like I was trying it on a flashback, which is flashbacks aren't as strong, though they are like really intense. It's not as strong for me as the actual panic attack, unless I'm having a panic attack during my flashback, then that's like 3,000 times worse. So it's a neurological grounding technique. And so it uses your pressure points right here in your frontal lobe to increase circulation to your frontal lobe. Because what happens when you have a panic attack or flashback, or your anxiety and emotions overwhelm you, is what she calls you flip your lid. So there's your lizard brain back here, right here, and then this is your prefrontal cortex, which is your conscious brain. And so this is the way she explains is when you have a panic attack, you flip your lid and your prefrontal cortex disengages. And so your lizard brain does fight or flight. And so in order to get your prefrontal cortex back engaged and to stop the flight, fight or flight reaction, so I can say that for a second, to engage this part of your brain. So that's why you say out loud, I'm feeling anxious, or I'm having a panic attack, because you verbalize it with your prefrontal cortex and engage that part of your brain. So the technique is you like push on the pressure point gently and pull a little bit. And then you do breathing exercises. And if anybody is curious about that or wants more information, you can message me or text me on Facebook, or if you have my number, if you want some insights into that stuff. She gave me some pamphlets that actually walk you through the exercises and stuff. So I feel goodish about it. You know, I'm getting some tools to help me with this stuff. I have a day off today. I ended up not having to work because I was reading the wrong schedule. I thought I worked tonight. So I have the whole day to myself today. And so I slept in. I had some tea when I got up. I ate some food. I've been like taking really good care of myself today and just like playing music and getting caught up on stuff around the house, it's fun for me. I like to putter. So today, at some point today, I'm going to be working some more on my DBT because kind of appropriate. The chapter I'm on is identifying your triggers. So sounds like that's perfect for this week. And then I'm doing some work for my ACA because we have take-home work, and then my meeting's on Monday. So I try to get some of this stuff done on my downtime, that I have a like low energy day where I can just sit with myself and the emotional space that I need to create to work on this stuff. So yeah, just an update for you guys. Nothing crazy going on today. It's just like me chilling at home, trying to put away my bajillion loads of laundry. I just like, it's too much. Like, that's when I know I'm stressed out, is when my room gets really messy. Like, I have so much laundry to put away. Thankfully I did some like dishes and stuff the other day, so it's just my laundry I get to focus on today. Yay. I wanted to like, I thought about starting this video like in a pile of my laundry where you just see clothes, and I'm just like, oh, hi guys, I made it out of my laundry. Like, but I was like, that's too cheesy. I don't know, maybe I'll do stuff like that later on, but today I was like, I'm just gonna focus on getting the video out there. Not be too crazy with anything, but I just wanted to touch base, let you littles know that mama loves you, and to hang in there even if stuff is rough. You know, just keep plugging away. Courage is facing the same fears as everyone else and doing the things anyway. So sit with your fear and work through it and see what happens. Bye, littles.